Well. Welcome to Come to Your Senses with Carlos Jaime. All right. Wow, Mike, we did it.
Another episode.
I don't know.
In the blazing heat.
I guess, yeah. This summer's killing me, man. Jeez,
the weather's been ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, boy. Well, we got a big show today. We have two great, amazing guests. One of them is already what's going on?
What is with the weather?
I don't know.
It's been crazy. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's out of there.
It's too much. Oh, gosh.
And it must have been hot. It must have been hot in Ohio.
No, it was perfect. It was perfect in Ohio.
Let me introduce. Let me introduce the very beautiful. Blonde hair.
Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that.
Blue-eyed.
I really appreciate
Joe
it.
Hartzler. Yes! There you go.
He didn't know I was coming from
that
the
was
gym,
the guy.
though.
Yeah, no. You were coming from the gym?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of like, a bummer.
That's all right. We'll see.
But I look good in the pictures.
No, you do.
On Google.
And who's speaking is the other beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed. Talented. Both very talented. No.
Joe's talking about himself, but
Joe, you okay?
I'm doing great.
Okay.
Doing great.
All right.
Introduce the real
the real
one, the real celebrity.
Can we introduce somebody?
It is Irina Voronina.
Wow.
Yes, the Russian. What's it? Playboy Playmate.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
You're still involved, right?
Of course I am.
Yeah,
you're my Facebook friend. So
yeah,
you know
I know. Yeah, I'm still your Facebook because she's been taking people out. I've been, right?
But they've been treating my Facebook page like their masturbation headquarters.
Wow.
It's like, this is my
I
private
get it.
page.
I've been there.
Same here. Same here.
You've been to masturbation headquarters?
Oh, gosh. You got to have masturbation headquarters, I'll tell you that much.
Like every picture I post, they treat it like a centerfold, you know, in their closet. And that's not cool.
That's not cool with you?
No.
Like
Go to my fan page. You can do whatever on there.
Right.
Just don't bring it to my...
Don't bring it to Facebook.
Don't bring it... No, on the Facebook fan page. I mean, don't bring it to my private profile.
Okay. All right. Now I understand now. I will not do that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Don't tell me how beautiful my tits were in Piranha 3 Double T on my private page.
They are amazing. I'm sorry.
I was going to say we're not speaking in the past tense or anything.
No. Oh well. God. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, Irina, I've been seeing you like in Playboy party. Did you have like a big party, Playboy?
Yes, that was 2 weekends ago.
Yeah, how was that?
It was amazing.
Yeah, was it like? What is that party called?
It's a Midsummer Night Dream party every year. It's one of the few parties that actually is hosted by Mr. Hefner, so it's kind of fun to come.
Did you? Was it fun?
Anything
so crazy? Anything that you want to mention?
Oh, let me think. Nothing crazy.
You didn't like jump in the pool naked?
I didn't, but other people did.
Really? Well, there you go.
Of course.
Yeah.
Do you know that the History 2 channel has a show called America's Secrets where they talk about like the CIA headquarters? They talk about Air Force One. They have America's Secrets on the Playboy Mansion.
Really?
And apparently there's one secret. It's supposed to be haunted. Irina, is that true?
Of course it is. Yeah. How many dogs died there?
Oh, really?
How many pets, monkeys, and cats died there?
So
There's a pet cemetery.
There's a pet cemetery in the back. They showed that in the show. Yeah.
I thought it was haunted by half, maybe, or something. It's not haunted by half? No? Okay.
She whispered no.
No, she's not whispering no. She's like, yeah, all right. I'm just saying. I don't know. Yeah, because I was looking at the photos. I'm like, wow, look at that. She's like, I don't know. I want to be there.
Do you ever think you've seen the ghost there? I've heard it's a woman.
I haven't been literally like sleeping in the house there ever, so I can't really tell you. I would assume ghosts come out at night, but
only when you fall asleep is when ghosts come out.
Yeah, is that how it works?
But during the day, it's been pretty safe.
All right.
For the last 12, 13 years.
Wow.
For me.
Hey, Joe,
unlike Facebook.
What would you do in that party, man? What would you go?
I would be terrified.
No, what?
I would be unbelievably intimidated. I would want to hide in a corner and observe the beautiful people.
Really? You wouldn't want?
I don't think I could interact with the beautiful people.
Really?
Do you really think all people that come to the Playboy Mansion are beautiful?
I think most of them are. Yes, I suspect that most of them are, or powerful, wealthy, maybe. Right? It's like you got to be something.
You have to be an A-list, pretty much.
Right. You have to be invited.
You can't just be a regular person.
Perhaps party, you have to be somebody if you're a guy, because we can bring a beautiful person, but it just has to be a female.
Right.
Yeah.
I think being around that many beautiful women, I would find overwhelming.
Really?
I get very nervous in the presence of beautiful women.
Try them wearing little to nothing. I get overwhelmed.
Wow.
I am looking around. I want to take a picture with everybody.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. You have boobs. Oh my God.
Wow.
You have buns.
I don't know. I could see. I could see you. Maybe if you were a little drunk, maybe a little loose, you know.
Yeah, if I got loose, maybe if I got loose.
Maybe I could see you jumping in the pool naked in the grotto.
I could be the guy that was like, oh, that silly guy did the silly funny thing.
Or
I couldn't be the guy that's really hanging out at the party.
Okay. that jokester.
Yep.
Oh wow. Oh well. I don't know.
It was a great party, by the way. CeeLo Green was performing.
Oh, cool.
Oh wow.
I have like a really awesome picture. Well, you saw it on Facebook.
Not the. What did they masturbate on that one too?
No.
No. All right. Just
You know, I saw that guy recently. He was driving around town
yeah.
with the girl I love.
Which one? Which is this? What a girlfriend?
CeeLo Green was.
Really?
Who's
Which
the
was
girl?
that?
Son of a bitch. I can't tell you who it was.
But you love her now.
But do you know what I thought of that?
What?
I'm like, fuck you, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you throw something? You know what? I would have thrown a rock maybe if I would have saw something.
No, what I did was I sang it. I sang it in a catchy way. It's like I see you riding around town with a girl I love. I'm like, fuck you.
Is that how they? Okay, you must have heard
how
that.
the song goes.
Was that? Yeah, that's a good song. I don't know. I could see
It's a good song.
Yeah,
It's a catchy song.
And Joe, I just want to let you and welcome back. You had
Thank you.
You had a big trip. I mean, when you go back to Ohio, is it like the big deal? Are you like the big celebrity coming out? No.
No.
Is it a small town like where you're from?
It's a small town. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's a great place to be from.
And
I love the area. I love the country. But no, it was like there was, when I booked a first thing, like I booked a commercial,
right?
And it was like a little bit of like, oh, cool, and that's it. That's pretty much it.
That's no like fanfare.
Here's
nobody like, whoa, look at him. He's Mr. Hollywood. Look at that.
Okay, this is perfect.
Yeah.
So I like a couple years ago, I was back, and somebody goes, we're at a bar. People I went to school with, high school with, or whatever.
Right.
We're all getting rowdy, and someone keeps yelling Hollywood and pointing at me like Hollywood, Hollywood, and it's like that. Yeah. They think that they're being like cool,
right.
like hey, like that's neat, and I appreciate that for a second,
right?
And then it quickly becomes, please stop.
Yeah,
we're just at a bar,
right?
And you're kind of imposing on people,
right? And
pretty soon he taps a girl on the shoulder, not a bad looking person,
okay, and
goes, Hollywood, points to me, and then he's like, this guy is from Hollywood. He's been in a movie. A movie.
Not movies.
A movie.
That's more than most.
Claim to fame.
Like one thing. And she turns around and looks at me and goes, I thought people in Hollywood were better looking.
What? No, really?
That's such a conceited thing to say.
When was the last time she watched TV?
Yeah, there's all kinds of regular looking people like me on TV.
Well, it's all about quirky people now. It's dorky people and nerdy people. It's not about beautiful people anymore. See?
Joe's not a bad looking guy.
No, I'm quirky, I'm dorky, I'm nerdy.
I don't see it. I don't know.
No, but he represents what television today is all about.
Yeah, look, he took off his glasses.
Take off my glasses.
Well,
take off my shirt.
Not anymore. You're better looking. So
you got a Rock Hudson thing going there. Yeah,
I got a thing going.
Rock Hudson.
I don't think you want to.
Yeah, but the point was, it's like I had done nothing to instigate this thing, and suddenly I'm the victim. Why am I the victim of this person who just flippantly ruins my night?
What'd you say to her? Did you just turn around and just be like, all right?
I believe we had words.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I didn't tolerate. I did not appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I told her so.
And then you walked away, and you didn't say like I'm a movie.
And then I turned the other cheek. I said,
"Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn."
Really? Wow.
But you probably get the opposite, which is also annoying, right? Because you're getting people constantly hitting on you, right?
I can imagine that.
I guess
that's its own frustration.
Yeah,
people honk at you, right?
Oh yeah, they honk.
Yeah, I could see that.
Construction workers, they whistle.
Yes, they whistle. You name it, they do it.
Yeah,
including on my Facebook page.
Unicycles multiple unicycle close. I'm trying to name something that they do.
Maybe the old time bikes, or the one with the big wheel and the two.
Crash.
Okay, that one.
They probably crash.
Yeah. I get it. Wow. Joe,
the guys on the big wheeled bike are the worst.
They're the biggest jerks.
They're the worst.
They're like hipsters.
I saw one the other day.
Well.
Yeah. Those guys are everyone knows they're the most crass toward women.
Yeah. They say, hey, baby.
Danger.
The guys on the big wheeled bikes.
Wow. Oh, man. I can't. Well,
there's a big problem with them in Santa Monica now.
Oh, my. And anything. And so this trip was low key. I mean, you had a good time in this one. You back home?
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it low key.
Okay. Well, all right.
But no, it was good. Yeah. It was a friend's wedding. It was an amazing wedding. And,
oh my God, you went to the wedding too?
I went to the wedding.
So did I last weekend.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was really great.
Same wedding, guys?
Ssame wedding?
Yeah.
No, mine was in Santa Barbara.
Okay.
It was beautiful. People,
did you meet? And it must have been some cuties at the wedding.
More bad news, guys. No! More bad news. Everyone at this party, a lot of very cool people. Very interesting, cool.
Right.
Like, I had a blast with this crowd. Everyone is taken.
Oh, yeah.
Or has babies in them.
Right.
Or rings on their finger.
Uh-huh.
They're all deeply entangled.
Yes.
How do you get into a reasonable relationship these days?
No,
without you have to wreck something.
Right.
You have to wreck something good to make something.
A kid or a husband or a wife, you say?
Well, everybody's either dating someone or married or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I get that too.
Or they're gay.
I get pissed off. I get pissed off when I hit on a girl and she doesn't have a ring. I don't see a ring on her finger, and I'm hitting on. I'm like, oh, okay. And then she goes with my boyfriend, my husband.
Casually dropping.
Yeah, and I'm like, really? I've been fucking wasting my time. All right, sorry.
I want my 45 minutes back and a drink.
Or on Facebook. That's the other thing. Because I'm like, Facebook is a clear level where it's like, all right, someone has to. Okay, if she's in a relationship, all right, fine, whatever. It doesn't even have to be. But sometimes I'm like, I don't know, is she single? Like, what's going on there? Because she hasn't announced it.
Look at the pictures.
Yeah, you know what? I think I saw that. I realized that there was a girl that I was kind of interested in. I was talking to her or something, and I looked and I go, and then as I looked back, I saw one photo of her and the guy, and it said love. And I'm like, there we go. Bingo.
Well, that person's clearly insane.
Exactly.
You're describing the Facebook picture of an insane couple.
Right. The worst. Make it known, people.
But I've noticed there's a purging that takes place. The pictures get purged if they get single. The story gets rewritten.
No, I still have my ex on there.
You keep it up?
I don't really care. He deleted me from his friends. Like, I'm not going to waste my time of deleting his pictures.
Is this a guy? I mean, was this guy you were with for a while?
No, the one before.
Oh,
the one with the cars.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm
cars.
Not go there.
The one with multiple cars.
Yeah, I was the one with multiple cars after that relationship.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
no, not so much.
Wow. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Joe, you're going to find somebody.
I know. I'm just worried about.
They come to weddings in California.
I'm worried about the state that person is going to find me in.
Oh, I don't know. Well. That might be a problem. We'll see. Oh boy.
No, I'm holding out hope. Maybe.
He's like, okay.
There will be another wedding season. Don't you worry.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
There always has to be some single people at weddings.
Well, I thought so. The only single person I observed there was hanging out, was really closely attached to her parents. And so I suspected maybe
a little young, maybe too young, or
maybe could have been a missionary person.
Oh.
There were those kind of people.
People really?
Who wants to go to a wedding alone? Like, there's a story at the wedding I just went to.
Me.
There was a single girl. No. Oh, you do? Okay. Well, I'll note that. There was a single girl flying from Chicago and a single guy from LA. Mm-hmm. When they were both like a part of the wedding, not like exactly bridesmaids or ushers or anything, but they're very close to the couple. She is her friend. He's also her friend. Well, it ended up that the resort was booked up, so they put them in the same room together.
Oh, that's like a movie.
They kind of like casually asked them if they wanted to share the room because it's a $450 room, and it would be beneficial to both of them for 3 nights.
Wow.
That is like a movie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they kind of like saw each other and go, oh my fucking God. So I think the girl's still here in LA. She didn't, somehow she missed her flight, and
so like,
she didn't fly.
Maybe the music started going. And
and then they crashed one wedding first night, the one that was in the hotel.
Right.
They were like just having so much fun, like pretending there's somebody else and they're having an affair. And yeah, I think they're like,
amazing.
I don't know. They're like sitting by the bar. It's like, I'm cheating on my husband right now.
Here's the fantasy that I want to have. I want to have a fantasy where we pretend that we like each other. And all night long we'll be nice to each other. We'll like each other.
Do things.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll be nice.
Yeah, I think so. That's a good That's a very sweet
What
fantasy.
is definition of nice for you?
Doesn't hate me.
Doesn't hurt you.
Doesn't sleep with my friends.
Okay. I'm writing this down. Okay.
I don't know. Come on.
It's all pretty standard stuff, though.
Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah.
No, what is nice to me? What would be nice? That's a really great question. I think I'm pretty easy when it comes to the nice things. I can enjoy pretty simple stuff, right?
Brings you stuffed animals.
Bring me a stuffed animal. I think that's nice.
Yeah. Take a long walk on the beach.
Take a nice walk.
A little brunch, maybe. You know.
Who doesn't love brunch?
Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't?
We're going nuts for that stuff.
Exactly. It's a whole industry of brunch. I think so.
I have a friend who has this theory who would be really upset that I'm bringing this up right now.
Okay.
He says in a relationship, each party gets 2 things. You get 2 things that it's like, this thing is really important to me in a relationship. I should not be bringing this up right now. Yeah. Anyway, his 2 things happen to be blowjobs and breakfast.
Really?
And I say that this whole concept is totally ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it works for them.
It is ridiculous because my boyfriend doesn't like breakfast.
Well, it could be any 2 things. He could pick something else. He could pick roller skating.
Really?
But I suggest that because you're the one.
Sorry.
Here's my problem with it: is you're creating the construct of we get 2 things,
right?
And then one of your 2 things happens to be blowjobs.
Wow, I know. Like that's a major thing.
That's a pretty big thing.
Yeah,
it's important.
Well. I guess so. I guess I don't know. For some people, joke. All right, I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
If I had a penis, it would be very important for me.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Hers are like back rubs and something else. Like that's the other thing. Is it's like back rubs. You know. Wow. I should not have brought that up. This person will be upset.
Oh,
it's okay.
Well, it's all right. We can always add it if we need to.
Yeah.
Well, you know, let's pretend it's somebody else.
Yeah. It was somebody different than that person I was thinking of.
Your boyfriend doesn't like bacon and eggs, at least?
What does your boyfriend like? What do you guys have things that... what's a deal breaker in that relationship? He wears his socks to bed. What's he do?
What?
No, he's perfect.
Really? Mm-hmm. How perfect?
Perfect. Just perfect.
He doesn't belch in front of you, nothing? Yeah. No, nothing like that? He doesn't snore?
No, he doesn't snore. He likes kitties.
Uh-huh.
He hadn't seen Poof yet with her new haircut, but he will.
Your lion cut?
Your
and
cut.
He's going to laugh at her. But, yeah, let's not talk about boyfriend. You know, my Facebook friends on the other page will be very upset.
Oh, that's right.
Because you probably do want to promote your podcast on my Facebook fan page and Twitter. Right. Imagine, like, my poor fans listening to it and me talking about my boyfriend.
They don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear that.
No.
They never get hard again in their life.
Let's talk about let's talk about what do you do to work out? Your fans would love to hear that. What do you do to work out in slow motion?
Yeah. Can you record?
I run through the fields of Narnia. That's what I do.
Well, we'll see. Well, Joe, you know, it's funny when you came today. You were talking about how you were in the you just came back from your trip and you're in the runway. Mm-hmm. Okay. And you're like for a couple. How many hours?
2 hours. Oh. 2 hours from 6 a.m. till 8 a.m.
Wow.
And it was fog. But I couldn't really complain because I look out the window and it's like, no, you can't see anything.
Right. Exactly.
Can't take off of these conditions.
You're just sitting there.
I was sleeping.
And you didn't make friends?
Mostly. No, I don't want to talk to anyone.
Who makes friends
Ohio?
on planes? I mean,
not that early. Not even that early.
No, not that early.
I'm a scared flyer. I'm the worst. And this one, but the reason why I bring this up is because we have my segment, News of the World.
News of the world.
I'm gonna make you listen to this, or maybe show you. But I'm gonna play this right here. This is from CNN.
On board a Virgin Australia flight, Sydney firefighter Johnny McGurr says he was profiled simply because he's a man.
As soon as I boarded it, I was a presumed pedophile.
Since he was sitting next to two young boys who were unaccompanied by adults, he was asked by the airlines to switch seats with a female passenger. It's Virgin's policy to make sure there are no male passengers or empty seats next to children flying alone.
Yeah.
McGurr complained to the airline and explained how he felt.
Some heavy
It was
shit.
interesting, really ashamed, like I'd done something wrong.
And he looks creepy, the guy. A little bit creepy.
Yeah, he wasn't given the opportunity.
This has been a long-standing policy that was based on customer feedback. And in light of recent feedback, we are now reviewing the policy. Our intention is certainly not to discriminate in any way. It's a controversial policy. In 2010, a man sued British Airways for sex discrimination and won after being forced to move away from unaccompanied minors sitting next to him. Right now, there is no major U.S. carrier that specifically...
Virgin is trying to keep kids from joining the Mile High Club.
Is that what it is? I think
with strangers.
It's so... Yeah.
Okay, I can see where the guy's coming from because you're... Like, I would feel like, I've been incriminated. Like, I've been made to feel like a pervert.
Right.
And he may not be. However, who's going to fight that battle?
No. I don't know. I mean,
I demand to sit by children.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I probably wouldn't mind. I mean, I would just be like, I'm not a pervert, but I'll move. Because I wouldn't want to sit next to kids.
But if that's what
are you going to announce that to the plane?
Who wants to sit next to children?
I'm not a pervert, everyone. I'm moving, but it's of my own volition. I'm not a pervert.
It's so weird. Like, I heard this.
Two children sitting there by themselves. They probably didn't know what pedophile was.
No.
But over the course of that conversation, they sure are going to find out what pedophile is and what it is that he does.
Nick, look, I don't want you to be alarmed, but we have a policy at Virgin. We suspect this man may want to touch your genitals, this stranger. So we're going to put a woman here because it's less likely that you'll be raped or molested on our Virgin America flight, and we will give
because we are Virgin. We stand by our name all the way.
We don't want you to slip and become not virgins on this flight.
Right, yeah.
Your parents would be very upset.
They might have a problem with you getting...
We've received a lot of complaints in the past. We've reviewed the policies and the complaints of the past, and now we have a new policy.
Wow.
No children will be raped on Virgin.
That's basically it. I mean, I just saw this news, like it was last night, and I go...
Crazy.
And it says, airline treated me like a pedophile. And I go, what is that? What the fuck happened? Like, I'm like, what did you do to treat that? And the guy's like, I just happened to be sitting right by kids.
That is kind of a crazy policy, though.
Yeah, I would have never known. Like, if I was already, I'm not a great flyer. So imagine if they would have said, hey, can you just move your seat for this woman, whatever, I would have been like, fine. But actually, if they said it, I would have been like, fuck, what do you mean? Yeah, but I wouldn't fight it because I'm like, no, I want to sit by these kids.
Okay, I had the opposite problem on my flight going to Ohio. I had a kid in the seat right in front of me who's got a pillow that constantly is sliding between the seats into my space. And how do you deal with that? Because it's like this kid, and he's asleep, and he's like kind of sliding half through the crack. And then the kid on my right, who was sitting next to like one of his parents or something like that, that kid keeps falling asleep on my shoulder. So I'm huddled in a ball trying to stay away from sleeping children. And
I would have raised my hand going like, I might rape these kids. So you might want to move me, please.
But at one point or a couple times, the kid just randomly turns to me, not his parent, turns to me, can you hold this cup while I...
You're an adult.
Wow. It's like... What's your parent doing?
Yeah,
I'm a stranger.
Yeah, it's like wow.
He wanted to get raped.
I don't know, man. I think he may have liked you. He may have seen that. He may have seen that golden blonde hair.
I think he should file for sexual harassment on that flight.
Excuse me, this boy is making me feel very uncomfortable. He's being very forward.
He's being inappropriate, and he winked at me a couple times. Okay. Wow.
Keeps dropping his coloring book, making me pick it up.
No, it's too much.
This is inappropriate.
Looking at me funny.
He think he gave me a roofie. He said, "Hold my drink."
And M&Ms.
There should be the same way. No kid can sit by two adults. The kid should have to get moved.
Yes, I think. So.
Yeah, why don't we make the kids move?
I know, really. Like, fuck. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: if they don't want an adult man flying next to children, they might as well check people if they're pedophiles and not let them on the plane at all.
Well, they should be in the checked luggage.
Yeah.
They should have to be checked.
Right.
Because there's no such policy. If you're actually registered...
Pedophiles and virgin. We have a strict policy on a pedophile. We're going to have to check you at the gate. We have to check you at the gate. You have to fly down below. We'll give you a pink. We'll give you a pink
We'll give you a folding
badge.
chair.
Yeah.
And here, take this half of the ticket so you can collect the
other half.
Yourself.
Wow.
Yourself.
No, it's like...
there's all the pedophiles in the overhead bin. The's no room.
I can't believe it. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
If you are a registered sex offender, you shouldn't be maybe flying on Virgin, I think.
No, would definitely.
They should take it next step further.
I just felt... I felt kind of bad, but it's kind of embarrassing. It was a good point that it's like I am treated like a pedophile, but why am I going to put myself out there? Like, I mean, I'll just move. I'm not crazy about the policy, but I'm not going to get CNN on me.
Yeah. There's no need to bring myself attention in that light.
I don't want to die and be the only guy I remember for that footage.
He's that guy that fought strongly to be able to sit by kids on a plane.
Let's look him up. Maybe he's a registered sex offender. We just don't know.
Wait, didn't they say he was like a firefighter or something like that? Like he was something cool, I felt like.
Yeah, it's a firefighter.
Yeah.
I left that out. I didn't know where it was going.
Sir, I'm sorry. We don't let firefighters sit beside kids. Statistically, firefighters
have really big hoses.
Are the biggest pedophiles. Yes. Oh my god, poor guy. I mean, it's bad enough flying with the raid, but just getting that,
I'm flying to Russia in nearly a week. I'm scared.
How long of a flight is that, actually?
Yeah. Well, I have very gnarly connections. So if you fly direct to Moscow, it's about 12, 13 hours. But I'm flying to London, then to Frankfurt, then to Nizhny Novgorod. But I land in Nizhny Novgorod and not Moscow, which is a lot nicer. Novgorod. Yeah, and you know that place?
No. I just mumbled a thing.
People that book the ticket don't know that
I've been
place.
to Frankfurt.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've not been to Eugene.
Is Moscow a bad airport to fly into? Or
it's just an awful city to fly into because it can take you 6 hours just to leave Moscow. It's like the traffic is insane.
It's
not fog. Just like by car.
Well, pedophiles.
But ladies and gentlemen, we're first up on the runway.
Okay.
We've taxied. Please stay seated, but
pedophiles.
We've got to wait for the pedophiles. So once that sun comes out, I'll burn off some of these pedophiles, and we can take off.
Imagine. Oh God. Worst.
You look out your window, you'll see. You can't see a thing through the pedophiles.
Creating an airline for pedophiles would be such a great thing.
Pedophile,
Pedophile. That would give me
pedoflyer.
It's like a little kid, like a
pedoflyer miles. I'm a frequent pedoflyer. Now boarding first class frequent pedoflyers.
You imagine that's the only flight you can't get a flight and you gotta get it.
Man.
Like, no,
it's the only one they could get.
What are you talking about? You gotta do pedophiler, man. Like what? Really?
It's like the commercial where the two guys are at the airport. The one guy's got the secret.
Yeah.
What's your secret? Pedoflyer.
And they're dressed up like they got the scanning. They got to take the kids off. Like they got to scan the kids. Like,
I want a full body scan and a pat down.
Please.
Can I administer a pat down too?
I could do that right here. Oh,
I requested a pat down today.
Yeah.
You did?
I was sick of it. I said, you know what? I'm not going through their scanner this time.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard bad things. I don't know. You just don't know.
I mean, because it is kind of weird, like, when you get into that thing, they blow, like, air and all this stuff. What is that?
Radiation.
Yeah, they give you a blast of air.
to drop any...
No, they don't.
It's like a scanner.
Just stand there like this.
Felt air. I don't know.
Hold your hands like
Administer the puff of air. Let's see if this guy's got guns.
It's like...
I think I saw... I think his shirt blew up. I think I saw a gun. Just checking. God.
It's like getting an X-ray.
Yeah, it's like getting an X-ray. Yeah. And I also went to the dentist while I was home.
So you got an X-ray there.
Because I'm irresponsible. I refuse to let them give me an X-ray.
Well, good for you.
I said, you look at my teeth, you clean them, do what you needs done. No X-rays. Because I got them all my life. I had dental work and stuff when I was growing up. That stuff's not good. I read bad articles about old dentistry, X-rays.
Well, try mammogram. It doesn't get any better when you're a woman.
I've requested one. They wouldn't give it to me.
I tried. You should try again. You might find a doctor that
I'm a pedophile.
Maybe on pedophile air. They would give free mammograms.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know. It's crazy. It's so weird when you see something like that in the news. What are you going to do?
Down the pike.
All right, guys. Here we go. You ready? You ready for some movie trailers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch something serious this time.
Going to see a lot of Academy Award winning, maybe potential films, I think.
I wouldn't expect less from you.
Do you guys like seeing movies in 3D? I mean,
never.
Really?
Wait. Not never. Maybe.
Like, did you see Avatar?
Only if it's Avatar. I
enjoyed Avatar on 3D because
I thought Prometheus looked just as good. It was filmed the same way.
Right.
It's Avatar.
I don't know, but I'm trying to think like if it still works because every movie it seems like when they say 3D, it's almost like for me when I see that it's like that's a notch down now.
It works a little better with animation. I feel like it, but Piranha 3 Double G was really cool. Not only you get the 3D effect.
Now, I've never gone to see a movie in 3 double D, but I've seen a few 3Ds, and I'm excited about the new technology. The 3 double D is awesome.
You missed out. Yeah, it's not only 3D, but it's a double vision.
They put puff of air in your glasses.
Ooh, wow! I got blasted.
Open your eyes a little bit. You know what I mean?
Steamed my glasses.
Ooh, and I can see. Oh, I get it.
Well, that's a 3 double D, honey. That's what it does.
Wow. Well, let's see. Well, we got this. There's Dredd. This is Dredd 3D. Okay. This is not a remake. This is going off the original, which was a comic book. It was Dredd was a movie that Stallone did. It was an awful movie that Stallone did.
Sir.
Yeah, wait, what?
Judge Dredd is an amazing movie that one of the finest actors and writers of our generation was in.
Wow.
Sylvester Stallone. Sly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Let me play this movie. This is Dredd 3D starring Carl Urban. I don't know if you know who he is. He's a big New Zealand film actor, action star. And
New Zealand.
Yeah, this guy, and it's funny because he's going to wear the whole mask. So right here, let me play it. Rated R, guys.
So he's from Lord of the Rings.
Yes, he was. I think he may have been in it, probably. I like the music from the beginning. I'm serious. And the whole city's addicted. That's the plot.
Yeah, that's what I love. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
To slow-mo.
Makes the brain feel as if time is passing at 1% its normal speed.
That's the whole movie right there, was that line.
Just that line.
Pretty cool. I'm sold.
Yourself?
I'm already in.
You're hooked?
I had it at Future Drugs.
Future.
As we speak, people making weed and making it, naming it slow-mo.
Ruin of the old world.
What? That's Dredd. That's Judge
one thing fighting for
sounds like Batman.
Chaos. The men and women of the Hall of Justice.
Peachtree's is the manufacturing base for all the slow-mo in Mega City 1.
The slow-mo? That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Well, you got one now.
Oh, boy.
She has control.
Let's ready to kill.
Come on, guys, let's get slow. Forget school, let's get slow.
It's like, let's get retired. No.
Where have you been? You've been getting slow all night, haven't you?
Rookie,
no.
was in Lord of the Rings, by the way.
Every New Zealand.
Exactly. He
church.
must go. I wrote that down.
Yeah.
He must.
All the way up. Let's go all the way up.
To the slowest.
This trailer is like 2 minutes long. I think like it should have been just been that portion.
Here comes the ramp up.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Slow-mo.
But it's really interesting. For $45 million movie, there is no stars in it.
Just Carl Urban.
Yeah, it's a little...
Just throw away $45 million on, like, nobody.
Well, the one thing is, though, the guy who wrote this movie wrote 28 Days Later and
awesome,
that was a
which
great
is
movie.
awesome.
And Sunshine.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, those are two great movies.
So that was mostly the budget they decided to do, from what
Okay.
I read, was on this guy.
Do you feel like this is one of those things where this guy probably had a cool idea of a drug? It's like everybody goes in slow motion because he did some heroin once, because someone's like up in Hollywood Hills going like, hey, you're a film director, you should experience everything. Try some heroin. And then he was like, oh, I got it. I'll do a slow-mo movie. And then someone was like, hey, how about a Judge Dredd reboot? That's perfect for my slow-mo movie, right?
Yes. I think so.
That's how it happened.
How about they were all getting high in the Hollywood Hills mansion? They're like, I want to do a movie where we're like on slow-mo all the time.
Yeah.
And then,
Guys,
I got the money.
Guys, let's do a movie where we're fucked up. Awesome.
It's funny because like I realized that the villain, this is the villain of the movie, is like she looks like a waif or like a model or something, but like addicted, like like kind of what's her name,
prostitute turned drug dealer
or something like that,
and she's on the Game of Thrones.
And oh really?
Yes.
And her name is Mama. That's the name in the movie. Is Mama, and I'm like, Mama gonna be upset when Judge Dredd be coming up in here.
She looks kind of hot, actually.
Yeah, over there she does, but in the movie she looks like
that's good.
Fucking hot.
Oh, I also I wrote down this phrase: 800 million people living in the ruin of the old world.
Now 800 million in a city?
I don't know. They're living in the ruin of the old world. They're all getting slow. They're getting slow-mo.
There's a lot of people
tuning in, turning on, slow-mo.
I can imagine just being like who's not high? I guess it's only the judges that are like,
I'm not.
Mama's not high.
Oh.
No, Mom, we're just studying. I know you're on slow-mo.
No. It's like, what is that? What do you stop yelling? Oh my! And the other thing that kind of fucking freaked me out was the rookie partner's hairdo. That female, like I'm looking at it and it's really dandy.
Well, they made her look like Monster, didn't they, or something?
I guess
I gotta look at her face. It looked like she had some
little issue.
She's got
a problem. That's fine. I don't know. What do you think, guy? Are you going to watch this movie?
Awesome. It looks amazing.
Are you going to see it?
No.
I wouldn't go to the theater to see it. Let's put it that way.
Oh, really?
But if I'm doing some slow-mo in my bedroom, why not?
Whoa.
No, I'm kidding. I mean, by the slow-mo, I meant,
Yeah.
Not
drugs, doing heroin in your bedroom.
Yes, heroin.
Sure.
Yes, exactly. That's what I meant.
And the guy, Carl Urban, said that he was going to wear the mask the whole movie. Because that's how it is in the comic book, I guess.
Oh, this is based on the
comic book.
Is
really.
Are they doing slow-mo in the comic book?
That I don't know. I don't know. But
I like Judge Dredd.
Really?
That's my most accurate review of this movie was Judge Dredd.
That's it.
That's my review.
It's gonna be. You think it's gonna be better?
That's what it's gonna be.
It's gonna be Judge Dredd.
It's gonna be Judge Dredd.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
it won't be as cool because Stallone.
Do you think he's kind of pissed though? Like Stallone is kind of pissed that they're remaking the movie. Like, because what does that kind of say? Like, oh, am I forgotten now? Or that kind of thing.
He's doing the Expendables 2.
I guess, yeah. So he probably doesn't care.
I don't think he cares. I mean, it's not it didn't become a franchise. So to me, he didn't get enough.
But wasn't was this the movie that had the cool scene where they they only do virtual sex? But then it's like, what? We'll do the real sex? No way.
Oh no, I think I know what you're talking about.
Is that there were a couple of
what was that?
Different versions, maybe?
No, there was a movie.
There's a Time Cop. It might have been in Time Cop.
Yeah, that.
Or
was it
Van Damme?
Or was it AI? Was it AI? Maybe artificial.
No
intelligence?
clue.
No.
Now I'm in over my head.
Virtual. I know there was something. I know what you're talking about. A guy said, like, I'm going to get... I'm going to get some slow-mo, man. That's like the worst name you could probably say for a drug. Slow-mo. Like,
there will be virtual sex in the future, I think.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
I think there's already is. Come on.
Well, I mean,
if they could clone
literally,
animals,
we're like
on my Facebook page.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry for bringing it up again.
All right. Well, all right.
Would you be into virtual sex, Carlos?
Yeah. From the rate I'm going now, from not dating, I think that's a go. I want to see a 3D.
It's just like the real thing. You don't have to worry about STDs and all that.
No, you get the same pleasure.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man is what I'm thinking of. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Don't thank me, thank Google.
There you go.
Nailed it.
My friends at Google.
So maybe Judge Dredd is benefiting from the good feelings I have about Demolition Man.
Is that what it is? So you thought? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can't wait for that remake in 3D. I'll tell you that much.
I don't remember.
And Wesley Snipes will be in that movie. I tell you that if they do a reboot on that one.
Listen, we need Demolition Man. Kids are taking stuff. They're going and rewind.
Yeah, they're going backwards.
Rewinding. They're pausing and they're going fast forward sometimes.
Oh wow, that's a new drug right there. Rewind.
And Stallone was in Demolition Man too.
Yeah.
And Sandra Bullock.
Well, there
you go.
Yeah. Well, speaking of
America's darling. Sandra Bullock. She could do no wrong.
No, forget that. She was a charmer. That one. She was,
Miss Congeniality. Are you kidding me?
No. Who would cheat on her? A maniac would.
A fool.
Yeah. I wouldn't. Tell you that much.
Not me.
No. Well, all right. Well, we got one movie down in 3D, so which we're probably not going to see. I don't even care, to be honest with you. I just thought when I saw the fucking trailer, I was like, "Oh, this."
I might see it on Netflix 3 years later.
3 years later,
sure. Maybe not. Maybe
you won't get the 3D experience though.
I know, but hey, I won't get a slow mo experience either.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so, but this next movie, I think
Demolition Man. What a pull! Good pull.
She's
try to Google movie where they had virtual sex, and result number 5, Demolition Man.
Very impressive.
Number 5. What was the other ones?
Just crap.
Just like porno.
Like unsimulated sex, Wikipedia, virtual sex DVDs.
Existence? How about Existence?
Oh,
that's one of the craziest.
That's a David Cronenberg.
Where it's like the controller is like this orifice. It's like this living. Very sexual movie.
Yes.
Really cool. A little trippy.
Yeah, it's a good David Cronenberg movie.
I didn't see that one.
It's good.
Really good.
Yeah.
It's like a horror movie, kind of, right?
Yeah, it's like a sci-fi thing. It's kind of weird.
It's really weird and cool.
Yeah, the one thing I remember in that movie was that, even though, like, every future movie, everything looks all, like, fucking technoed out and everything.
Hudsucker Proxy?
Yeah, or something. And this, in that existence, it didn't seem like it. It almost seemed like the wilderness, the forest, or something. It was like everything the opposite, if I remember.
Yeah, very
interesting.
I'll put it in my list of movies to see.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So we have something to talk about next time.
Well, this next movie, though, I'm having trouble with this next movie because I don't know if it's an upcoming movie or where it's being released. If it's being released in a theater or
worldwide with any luck.
Or I didn't even. I saw a DVD combo of it.
According to IMDb,
I don't know if it's straight to
According to IMDb, it's being released in Belgium on September 19th.
Well,
so if you really want to see it, I would book your flight right now.
I want to. I don't know.
Better
maybe if it's on Pedoflare, well, definitely may check it out there. I don't know.
It's Australian. Like everybody's Australian.
Do you know what the most popular vegetable is in Belgium? Brussels sprouts.
Oh no! Really?
Yes.
How
so? It's Brussels sprouts is what they love to eat over there.
Really? I haven't even seen that.
Yep. In Belgium, everybody's crazy about Brussels sprouts.
They must get. Imagine if you said that joke. Imagine if you just kept making that joke in Brussels.
That's my lead joke.
Imagine they just.
I don't know why my sets aren't going well. That's my first joke. I got the Brussels sprouts joke.
What's going on here? That's like you might as well have somebody yell Hollywood over you. It's like what? Really?
Oh my gosh!
Nailed it.
I don't know. Well. Did you write that down? Did you?
No, of course not.
You should
come on. I come up with that on the spot.
Oh, all right, man.
That's the magic of improv.
You're an amazing improviser. I tell you that much. You're on the top of the food chain,
and that's what it's all about, guys. If you can come up with a good good, funny joke like that on the spot. That's what improv's all about.
It's all about jokes, guys.
It's all about wordplay.
Wow.
Very educational.
No, I'm joking. You should play it.
Let me play the trailer, and it's fucking amazing.
You ready to leave all this behind?
Where you go, I go.
Where you go? That's a good line. You should write that down.
I'm writing it down.
That's really romantic.
I'm going to talk about it later.
You're gonna. You should write that.
Pedof Air. Where you go, I go.
So, yeah, that's good. That's a good name. It's a good commercial.
I mean, where you go, I go.
Sometimes.
That's Old Testament.
It's the only warning you'll get.
What is going on in this movie? I'm not even. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's a robbery now.
I've written down the things.
There's a robbery.
Before shit goes down, there's always.
There's a robbery going on, and then all of a sudden,
shit goes down.
There's a three-tier. This is a three-tier thing.
A tsunami. Okay.
First beat, robbery. Second beat, tsunami. What's the third beat, guys?
A couple stranded in a car, and then he's not getting a blowjob.
That might be a problem.
Can't get out that way.
Kind of curious what caused the tidal wave.
Usually
Fukushima.
Uh-oh.
Where is he, Josh?
Get everyone out of the water.
I lied. There's a blonde in that car.
There's a 12-foot great white shark in here.
What?
He should have said, and we're the bait. I bet he says it. I bet that's the next part.
There's a lot of going like, they're treating us like the bait.
Yeah. What, do you want me to be the bait or something? That's exactly what I want.
He's like, I bet you before the robbery, you know. But, I love the dog.
Yeah, so sad.
Oh,
It's a Pomeranian.
Oh, fuck. It was a bait.
I bet at some point in this movie they say, looks like you're off the hook.
Or like,
how you feeling, chum?
Wait, you watching a different trailer? I watched the.
Looks like we're having.
Crazy, these are $300 Gucci.
See, he's not getting a blowjob.
no. It's like the worst thing you could do in a car.
I know.
In a tsunami.
So basically, it's Jaws.
No, it's not even. It's
Deep Blue Sea. What's Deep Blue Sea meets
and
Fukushima? Too soon.
2004 or whatever the tsunami. And then of course
I call that Fukushima. To me,
is that how you would
that's the name of the tsunami was Fukushima.
So 9/11 you would call New York City.
But wait, I missed that. It's not,
World
it's
Trade
not
Center.
Japan,
World Trade
right?
Center, yeah.
It's not supposed to be in Japan, though, right?
No, it's Australia.
No, it's Australia. But I wonder if they pretend like it's America and try to talk American.
Now, that makes sense, though. That makes sense. Everybody's Australian in the movie, right? But they're releasing it in Belgium?
Well, first, and then possibly.
Oh, no, mate. There's a tsunami, mate. Oh, that's not a knife.
No.
Well, Belgium is the size of West Hollywood, right? As we discussed earlier.
That'd be great if they had that line in there.
Like,
that's not a knife.
That's not a knife.
This is a knife. You're off the hook.
Chum.
Yeah. There's three beats to that movie.
Yeah.
There's three hats in that movie.
It's ridiculous.
Is this a robbery movie? No, it's a tsunami movie. No? It's a shark movie.
movie. Wow.
Shark robber is where I think it should go.
Really?
That's the twist, is the shark robs them.
Like
no one gets eaten. They all get their money stolen.
And their gold chains.
What, gold chains? Is that what you call it? Okay.
Okay. My roommate wanted me to mention this. After Jaws, there was like a mass hysteria to where he wanted to find some numbers for me, but didn't.
Uh-huh.
But where sharks were basically hunted to the brink of extinction as a result of their depiction on screen.
Right.
Deal with it, humans. You let a fake movie monster make you want to annihilate a species off the face of the earth. Now, I want to annihilate that species off the face of the earth. I will say that. But I'm aware that we shouldn't.
Right.
Probably.
They're
like that
prehistoric.
Yeah.
Are there sharks like here?
Oh yeah. Right here, definitely.
They're rare.
Right in this room.
Oh, in this room, yeah.
A couple of sharks, lady. Watch it.
There's sharks swimming all around.
Chum in the water.
Write that down for a
try that.
Yeah,
Start that out.
Now, It's rare.
I like being scared.
It's rare, but
see,
great whites
got
actually
so
make
many
their way
sets
down
of
here
teeth
sometimes.
that
Oh, wow.
So when shark attacks happen, it's usually a great white, but it's rare. Great whites are usually up north, and we're kind of
Well,
south.
in San Francisco.
So you're saying I should go north?
If you want to say hi to a shark,
I wanna get
it's you definitely want to go up north.
Go north. You want to jump yourself into a dark wetsuit. Get in the mix with a bunch of seals.
Seals, yeah.
All right. Maybe start chumming.
Which is I think seals biting each other. What is that?
When you throw cut up fish stuff.
Okay.
So
Yikes.
adorn yourself with cut up fish stuff.
Right.
Get in with the seals and you'll get a shark.
Baby,
You'll see a shark.
You meet the great white of your dream.
You'll finally see that sharks aren't so bad. They just got a bad rap.
Yeah, you know.
I never thought they were bad. It's
Really?
just, it's like terrorists, like everybody's a terrorist now, so.
Yeah, well, of course. Same with that guy in the CNN airline. Yeah,
everybody's a pedophile. You're either terrorist or a pedophile.
Exactly.
And you're not sitting by the kids or emergency exit.
I'm a terrorophile. I'm both. I'm a terrorist and a pedophile.
That's the worst human being.
It's the worst thing. I know.
You should go to hell.
But I get a lot of frequent flyer on a terror.
I didn't know. I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson. I'm sorry. I apologize. I did not know you were a frequent flyer. I apologize. Oh man, I mean, it's so funny when I was watching this movie, and I go, I actually want to see this movie drunk in a movie theater somewhere, and just
not gonna happen.
No, I don't think it's gonna happen unless I see it on. I think I'm gonna see it on Netflix. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Some of my friends and I, we used to make a hobby of finding the worst movies we could find. There's a lot of Treat Williams movies where he's really great, just acting up a storm, and they're just these really terrible old action movies. Right. One of the worst versions of the worst movie that we rented, excuse me, hoping that it would be terrible in a good way,
right,
was the sequel to The Invisible Man. What's the first one? Who's got Kevin Bacon in it? It's about
Hollow Man.
Hollow Man.
Yeah.
The sequel to Hollow Man features Christian Slater.
No.
And here's the trick. He's invisible for 89 minutes.
The whole movie.
Wow.
You see him appear in the movie maybe a glimpse once.
Wow, really?
That's the one. That's the first one was awesome. First one's really cool. Kevin Bacon, and who's the girl in it who's awesome?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I never saw that. I didn't.
Yes,
I remember.
It's amazing, and that's why he is like a hollow mummy on the cover. Is because he never appears, just his voice.
Wow.
So
that's
he
a great gig.
Yeah, it's a good gig.
Great gig for him.
You could just fuck around, wear whatever you want, man.
Yeah, he was probably lounging around, slopping around, wearing his messy clothes.
Taking his dick out.
Do whatever
it was, I mean, he can do whatever he wants. Christian Slater, come on.
Christian Slater, that's what he wants.
I
probably wearing that greasy trench coat, right? Isn't that his kind of thing?
Pump up the volume.
Or leather jacket, one of those things. Yeah, it's always and Heathers. Yeah,
it's funny. He's basically kind of Jack Nicholson, really.
I always felt he was
it's like a younger.
I'm shocked that he was never like a Jack Nicholson in a movie, like a younger version.
He should be Jack Nicholson's son in a movie.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that would be, or a younger version. Yeah. Because that was the other thing that I'm glad you brought it up, because I was going to do another movie called Looper. Have you seen the trailer for that one, guys?
No,
because it wasn't on the list.
It's the time travel one.
It's
right?
the time travel. It's starring Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
It actually looks decent.
It looks good. The only thing that bugs me about it was
it's not going to be decent. Are you kidding me? It's not going to be decent.
No,
they're never decent.
No,
you can if just general odds. Most movies, just say 95% are not decent. Well, okay. Let me temper that. I don't want to be an art hater. Most movies are not decent. Some movies are good. I'll just say that. Okay, sorry.
I agree.
I'm gonna back off of my harsh opinion on movies. I'm trying not to be such an art hater, because it's like, what have I done? Nothing.
You were in Piranha 3 Double D Funny or Die video.
Were you in that?
I got cut out of it.
Come on.
I got cut out of Piranha 3D Double D Funny or Die video.
Just a video, not even the movie?
Yeah, I mean,
Hollywood. Yeah.
You and Bikini Girl number 2.
Wow.
Yeah, we both got cut out.
No, I didn't.
No. So you were in the same video?
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were saying someone else got cut out, but no.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I did
You were in.
Most of my lines got cut out, but they kept one, so I didn't get cut out. That was perfectly recognizable in my red bikini.
You were in it. You killed it.
No.
I killed it.
Sorry, Joe. I didn't.
Cutting room floor.
Oh boy,
it happens.
Are you still on the
They
floor?
don't know
I think
what
you're still on the
they're
floor.
missing.
When people say the cutting room floor, I always go like, you know what? You're still on the floor. People are still stepping on
I
you.
made the floor.
Still people, they'll be like, oh, okay, I see it.
A lot of people never even make that cutting room floor.
No,
I've been cut out of movies before. It hurts.
Oh,
it's okay.
What movie was? Do you know?
But you still get still get paid though, right? I mean, for the time that you.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you're principal, it doesn't matter. Even if you you don't have any lines. When you were a principal, even
that's
if they
what gives
cut you
me
out,
hope.
you still get residuals and stuff.
That's what gives me hope. Is like, hey, cut me out. I'll get paid.
Yeah. I don't have to be in this, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
he made a career of getting cut out of movies.
Imagine, that's a good career.
I've been on the cutting room floor more than 180 times. I've
put
done the
his
most.
kids through college.
I put my kids through college. Right.
I was in Godfather.
Yeah, I got 4 kids' braces with that money on the cutting room floor.
Wow, I've been in Godfather.
So yeah,
I've been in Goodfellas. I played a lot of.
I got cut out of Goodfellas.
Oh yeah,
so that counts for me too.
Oh, okay.
I got cut out of it.
You really?
Mm-hmm.
What was it? What were you playing?
Butler 4.
I can see that.
And then, in parenthesis, man walks briskly.
Oh.
Butler 4, man walks briskly was my part. I got cut out of that.
Oh boy! I saw one credit of this woman, and it's an African American woman. That was a credit on IMDb, and I'm like, well,
at least
she
give
is.
her a name. I mean,
no, I just said African American.
Well, most of my credits say Russian model.
Oh.
But that's a compliment.
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
No, African American woman. No, whatever.
Yeah, but you got the model thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's supposed to be cool.
That's the compliment.
Well, imagine if they would give me my character a name sometime. That would be more exciting.
This is a popular thing to throw out. The first, because breakdowns are always like, especially for my type of roles, they're always like really depressing descriptions of the characters. The first one I ever got described a man's fat sausage fingers and his sweaty, like,
oh no,
yeah, and it's like I just met with this agent. First thing she sends me out for is fat sausage fingers, sweaty, awkward guy.
Ew.
Oh my god.
Yep, did not book that.
Didn't even? How would you get even that look? Like she must have been like, "Oh, sausage finger. I know the man.
I got the man for it. I just met with the perfect sausage fingers the other day.
I'm calling to pitch a sausage finger man.
I need a guy with sausage. He uses his phone. He's on the phone a lot.
I've got a sausage fingers Terrafile.
Terrafile, and
you can fly anywhere in the world for cheap.
I want to see Terrafile 3D. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. That's the new movie.
I think it's a good Funny or Die sketch.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I've noticed a thing lately where it's like, I feel like I've noticed a thing lately where things become popular as much because they're decent, or maybe less because they're decent and more because they're bad.
Mm-hmm.
And in particular, let me just throw out a theory. I think it happens with movies all the time. And I think part of what I was describing where my friends and I, we would rent bad movies on purpose because it was fun. Because you can like have fun hating it in all the right ways.
Goof on it, whatever.
Yeah, you goof on it, you riff, you goof, you know, you knucklehead around, you know.
Right.
You're goofing, you're riffing, you're knuckleheading, you know. You're drinking some Zaz Cola, whatever.
I don't know about that.
Things become popular as much because they're bad as anything.
Right.
Here's my case in point. News article that blew up over the Olympics. What's the big news article? Big news story. Hot topped about. Hot topped about.
It's a big for a show, man. I mean,
wasn't it the one?
Okay, I won't make you guys guess.
Gymnast that got...
Yeah, exactly. It's a Gabby Douglas conversation.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I feel like that story, maybe I sound like an idiot, but I feel like that story got a lot of traction because it's as much like appalling to discuss a gold medal winner's haircut as it did have actual legs as a story.
Right. And it's
like, I think like the story became, can you believe people are talking about this instead of the gold medal and not just, reporting what's with her hair. Like people immediately were reporting this is crazy that people are talking about this.
It's almost like they're giving their opinion as a story or something, or like, I mean, they're saying like if.
Well, it's a way that it's a way that they can promote this news story while absolving themselves and going like, isn't this crazy? Tell us what you think, But it's like you're still promoting that news story, which is it's only popular because it's fairly terrible,
right?
But maybe there's a little more to that. I suppose there's some cultural implications.
I mean, it's what it is. It's so, to me, I always feel like when you're going to fill in so much news time and you like
they talk about something.
It's almost like they can't do dead air or can't do hours of just repeating the same thing. It's almost like how much can you really?
Hey, look at me! I've probably said a million stupid things so far.
No, I would just be like, all right, we're off the air, or just have them just do. I mean, whatever. Just cut the mics off and just be like, because after a while you're just looking at them going like, what are they talking about? Like,
here's what I want.
What?
Gabby Douglas. 8 years. And I think she's like, what, 16 now?
16, I think.
How soon can she be president? She has to be 35, right?
At least, yeah.
Okay, so she's got to wait. We've got 12 years. In 12 years, Gabby Douglas, president of the United States.
Really?
And nothing less. That's gold.
President gymnast.
She's got it. She'll be great.
Yeah.
She's going to be a great president. I'm very excited about that.
And there was the other girl, Michaela Maroney.
Forgettable.
Not the right hair.
She's been noticed because she has like the unimpressed look, I guess. So, all right, guys. Well, guys, thanks for doing the show.
Thanks for having us.
Here. We got a lot out. We talked about a lot of stuff right here.
Yeah, made a lot of hilarious jokes. We got that Brussels sprouts joke. That's going to come back a lot.
That's the best one.
You should use that at the store, the grocery store, when you go there.
Oh, I do. I have. That's a practice bit. I use that.
I thought you said the Comedy Store. I thought you were going to
grocery store.
Okay, all right, just check.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
That's a new comedy club in town. The grocery. I'm down at the grocery set.
Let's go to Gelson's.
Oh, that place.
Get it on at Gelson's.
Oh, that place is going bananas.
Flash mob. Big Gelson's.
Oh boy. Well, guys, let's see. Any plugs? Joe, you got a. I saw a show recently where you. Or no. Maybe we cut it out.
No, I'm just curious to see what you're going to say.
No. I'm curious. I saw a show at the UCB stages here. Name of the show was Albert, and it was great.
Oh, cool.
And actually, I was first time I saw it. I've been meaning to see it, and I finally checked it out, and I thought it was really fun.
Okay, what'd you think? You came in on the middle of it, and it's like a
that was the thing. And I was talking to somebody in line, and they were telling me about it, so I kind of got a refresher of it.
Catch you up to speed.
Catch you up because I didn't know necessarily. I mean, I got the point, from seeing it on the website and on the theater's website, and then checking it out, and they were saying like, yeah, there's this girl, and I'm like, an underrated.
She's great, yeah, she's so good,
and I'm like, no, it was fun. Like I didn't think, I thought it was like an actress or somebody from the theater playing like a younger.
No, it's a girl who's 12 and plays to play 10,
right?
And she's awesome,
and
she's like a far more legitimate actor than I am. She's great.
Pedophiles come to the show.
No, it's a very sweet show, and it's like she's like actually really, really good.
And I enjoyed it because it did have that sitcom feel, with the whole thing, with the setting. Because they had a whole thing where they had, because you've seen sketch shows on stage before, and sometimes like they'll change the scenery. But in this time, they actually had like the projector,
interstitial, establishing shots.
Like you see the school, so it's like a very like old school sitcom.
Good way to do it.
That you don't really see a lot. That's what I enjoyed about it.
Created by Jack Allison and Evan Susser, two very talented guys.
Is it still running at UCB right now?
We're on hiatus right now, and then we're waiting to see what will happen. But this
sounds like a really cool show.
This won't be the last we see of Albert. We've got some plans for it.
All right, cool. Yeah, because it was a very first show. And you do an Australian accent, right? Or is it a British or what?
The character is described as a British or Australian man, and occasionally there's a little New Zealand in there too.
Oh, you gotta have it, Carl Urban. That's a
little of everything.
Wow,
it's ambiguous.
Okay, and I do, and
pitch a real show. What are you doing?
No, and you were, and I remember that time you were wearing what was it, like those shorts or whatever, and I'm like, oh man, that's all brave, man. That's
it's brave.
I'll tell you that much.
Got to keep it fit.
You got it. Yeah. You look good. You
got to keep it dorky. Got to keep it nerdy. Got to keep it fit.
And you know what? You look good. I'll tell you this much. You look good.
Thank you, sir.
You I don't know. You look like you're buff up and everything. I don't know what's taking a steroids or what's going on here.
No, nothing. None of that. I got my life together. No, I started working out and eating right. I feel great.
Good.
Yeah,
good for you, man. You look good.
And here's a tip. Here's a tip for my beer drinking friends. Here's the diet. Instead of drinking all the beer, drink some of the beer.
Not all of it.
Yeah. Day to day, drink some of the beer. Don't drink all the beer. Revolutionary change in my life.
Yeah. All right. I get it. It's
Great
good.
diet tips.
Occasionally drink all the beer. Once in a while, you got to drink all the beer. Your friend gets married, you got to drink all the beer.
Exactly. Yeah. You know. Joe's like, oh God.
Oh boy.
Irina, what do you have you doing?
I'm on hiatus.
What?
Just like UCB. It's a cool thing to be on hiatus. I'm going to Russia in a month. Then I'll come back and take Hollywood by the storm.
Yeah, you do anything?
No, I'm waiting for Piranha's Redoubled D sequel, but the phone hasn't rang yet. And going to auditions and things.
Hey, where can we? Let's see. Where can we find you, Irina?
You will probably find me on my personal Facebook page, Irina Voronina fan page, Irina Voronina on Twitter, on Instagram. So it's my name. I reserved it everywhere. Nobody was smart enough to take it. I just came in at the good time and took them all. I don't need to fuss with it in terms of like the real Irina Voronina, the Irina V.
Yeah.
No, it's all me.
Poor Joe's.
Yeah, they took mine. It's a fast cash stand.
Yeah,
they're using Joe. It goes by Joe Hartzler. Joe Hartzler Liquidators.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing.
I don't know what Liquidators is, but for some reason I associate it with like that word seems like weird. It's like the underbelly of the.
I feel like it's almost like they take the gold and melt it and then do whatever. They give it to a drug lord or something. I don't know what it is.
Like, isn't that a word that's associated with like cheap furniture stores?
I was going to
liquidation of
either that or
couches and mattresses.
Yeah,
with bugs.
Or someone got like murdered, basically, or just
everything must go.
Yeah.
People died here.
don't. What was that, sir?
Sale. People died here.
It's like I didn't get that last part. And Joe, where can we find you? You're at Joe Hartzler.
At Joe Hartzler on Twitter, and I don't know where you'll find me moping about here and there.
But you perform at this theater, right? UCB.
Yeah, I perform at UCB. I go to Upright Citizens Brigade and go see shows. A lot of funny shows.
Yeah, Harold Team, Mon Team. You're on a lot of stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm doing. Yeah. I'm really very fortunate to be busy over there right now.
That's good.
I do Twitter show, Coming Clean. Those are kind of monthly shows,
right?
Occasional
improv shows.
Yeah, improv shows, and then I do a sketch show. I perform with the mod team, Up.
Yes, who I had Megan Parks recently.
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah, she's
a fellow cast member. She's great.
Yes, it was fun. She's a fun girl. All right,
fun girl, fun kid.
Yeah.
Don't say kid anymore.
Don't say kid.
Yeah, you want to do that?
No.
I don't know why I don't get invited to the Playboy Mansion. There's a lot of cute kids there.
That'd be so. I can imagine. Oh, would that be the worst if you're like at the Playboy Mansion, you happen to be Joe, and they say, "Can you switch over because you might seem like a pedophile over here." It's the worst nightmare.
No.
They spot you out even at a Playboy. No, he would be like, what do you call this? Bestiality. He would want to fuck bunnies.
This is only getting more terrible for me, by the way.
No.
No, it says all over your face that you want to sleep with a bunny. That makes you, what is making
They're very cuddly.
Bestiality person.
And we'll end it right.
Oh my gosh. Bye, Mom.
All right.
Mom, thanks.
All right. Thank you again. And remember, check out this show's now on iTunes and also on the Comedy Podcast Network. And once again, come to your senses. Thank you for joining us. All right. Goodbye.
You have received this transmission from the Comedy Podcast Network. For more shows, visit comedypodcastnetwork.com.